Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to Srila Prabhupada Book Reading Club. Currently, no, today we are starting our new book, Chant and Become Happy. So, like when we chant the holy name, we will become happy, and like we will see in a description what Srila Prabhupada wants to advise us from this book. So, this book, like we have to take as a very personal. Prabhupada is personally giving advice to me. Okay, so let's start our session by offering the prayers. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरं मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनुभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहित कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितान् च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाशातदेशतारिणे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुलङ्गायते गुरु पङ्गुलङ्गायते गिरि यत्कृपातहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय. So, everyone knows what is the basic of advancing in our spiritual life. That is a chanting. Simply by chanting, we can advance in our spiritual life. But, like, for that, for advancing, we have to chant in a right mood. We have to chant in a right attitude, and we don't have to commit mistakes. So we know the chanting is the only solution, but there is one shloka in
Okay.
Charita Chaitanya Charitamrut, which states that like if you chant the 16 round for the millions of years, or like if you chant the holy name for the millions of years with offenses, then there will be no advancement. But we have to chant the holy name in a right attitude, and without committing offenses. So that's why we are taking this book, Chant and Be Happy. So everyone wants to become happy, but currently we have read the 7 books, so we come to that conclusion by doing the sense gratification, or by engaging in material affects, affairs, we cannot become happy. For the to become happy, we have to engage in a transcendental loving service. So when we are chanting, we are serving the sound incarnation of a Krishna, kali kale naam rupi avatar. So this sound incarnation, Krishna is a come in this Kali Yuga. Krishna is a come in a form of a sound. So yes, we can see the description of a Kali Yuga, their memory will be very less, the lifespan will be very less, and people will be degraded, like and the brahmanas only known by their birth, or like only by wearing the thread. So so we have seen now, like even the description is given as this is the iron age. So like there is no good quality in this Kali Yuga, but there is one thing, that in this Kali Yuga even everything is so much degraded, but simply by chanting the holy name without offenses, we can go back to the garden. So you don't have to like do the tapasya or penances or austerities for the thousands and millions of years. Simply by chanting holy name, you can go back to the garden. You don't have to do the tapasya like a Dhruva Maharaj, simply eating leaves, or eating simply drink the air for once in a 3 month. You don't have to do that. What we have to do, we have to simply chant the holy name. Okay, but in what way, that we are going to see in this book. Okay, so this book, the Chant and Be Happy, the powerful mantra meditation based on the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So these are some words from
George
the
Harrison.
George Harrison. Everybody is looking for Krishna. Some don't realize that they are, but they are. The Krishna is the God, the source of all that exists, the cause of all that is, was, or ever will be. As the God is unlimited, he has many names. Allah, Buddha, Januva, Rama, all are Krishna. All are one. By serving the God through each thought, word, deed, and by chanting his holy names, this statement we can use it, na? Like we can serve Krishna by serve through each thought. Like currently we are having too much material thoughts now. We don't have the spiritual thoughts, but like when we like these thoughts are nothing but it is the churning of a mind. So whatever is it in mind that comes. So like when we put the Krishna conscious stuffs inside our mind continuously, then like mind will be full of a Krishna consciousness content. Then like whatever thoughts will come, it will be related to the Krishna, every word. So like we can see now vacho vegam, how we can control our this vacha vegam by simply speaking the Krishna katha, okay, and preaching the holy names. And the did, okay, whatever activities we are doing, we have to put Krishna in a center. We are doing each activity for the satisfaction of a Krishna, and then every activity become a karma, and we don't get the reactions and reaction for our pious and impious activities, and we will be free from these shackles of the three modes of a nature, and by chanting his holy names. So it is one of the most important thing. Like even if you have the 1 minute when we are chanting the holy name with the with the full concentration, then you are serving Krishna, you are serving Harinam Prabhu. Okay, so chanting is also like we are serving to the Lord. So we have to be very focused, and we have to try to hear each and every word whatever we are chanting. Like you say, like you respect your guru so much. Like when Guru Maharaj comes, you say Guru Maharaj ki jai. Like but like we have to like you have to like like from the last month, how many lectures you have heard about your Guru Maharaj. Your Guru Maharaj has given you lot of instruction. How many instruction you are trying to follow? Like are you following his instructions, or are you hearing his lectures? Because like we will have a lot of complaints now. My like I am not able to meet my Guru Maharaj. Like, Guru Maharaj is not giving me personal instruction. But like in last lecture, Guru Maharaj said that like there is no need to have the personal instruction. You can have the instruction from my lectures. It is a general for everyone. Like everyone can take the instruction from the lectures, and you can apply that things. So but like when you are saying, oh Prabhupada, I love you so much, but how many instruction are you following? Do you have time to read Srila Prabhupada books? Do you have time to hear Srila Prabhupada lectures? Then don't say like I love you. This is just an external drama. Like like when we say like I love you means you are the following instruction. And like like if you are not following instruction means actually you are disrespecting that person. Like like simply by saying Srila Prabhupada ki jai, simply by saying Guru Maharaj ki jai, like you are not going to become a good devotee. You are going to become a good devotee by following the instructions. Okay, so like this is the Vani Seva, when we follow the instructions of Guru Maharaj, and this is the great service. Okay, so yes, like when we are chanting, we are chanting means we are serving Krishna. So like let's not waste our time. Like we have to engage every minute in Krishna's service. Like even if you are working in office, it's not like that every second you are concentrated, na? Like whatever 1 minute time you get, half minute time you get, you can chant, you can inside your mind like when people are outside, like if they don't have problem, you can chant loudly, because what we say, like it is beneficial for them also. But it is not possible, like try to chant in your mind. Like at that, for that 30 seconds you are associating with the Krishna, and you are rendering service to the Krishna. But what is problem, we don't know the we we think that like we don't have to pay for this, it means it will be cheap. No, it is not cheap, it is the greatest thing. And like it is not some mental speculation. Even the Shastras, like even the Brahmaji, Shivji, great sages, everyone is agreed to this. By chanting the holy name, we can go back to the Godhead, but without offenses, by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One inevitably arrives at the Krishna consciousness. This is the proof of the puddling in the eating. So we can see
Indeed,
that
indeed.
like simply by chanting the holy names, like hippies become happy. So this process is so potent. Like there will be many spiritual processes in the currently going on in India and outside the India. But like what is the like sign of a good doctor? Sign of a good doctor means like when he is giving that treatment, then patient is giving like
He
a
dedicated his
patient
book
is like
for blood
come
to
in a healthy
promote
condition.
science.
Hare Krishna, Vinod Prabhu, you have to take care of your mic because it's a little disturbance to the entire class. So like when patient like come to the like health, that is a sign of a like a good doctor. So similarly, what is the sign of a like a good spiritual practice? Like when we follow the process, you see the results. So like results are already there. It is already experiment. Like we can see the condition of hippies, but they converted into the like happy people, and they become very great devotees and like a pure devotees. And like after like a Prabhupada left them, like left this material world, then also like they are following each and every instruction. We can see their dedication, like we can see their dedication, how much they are taking the instruction of Srila Prabhupada, and they have given up everything they are having in this material world, and like they simply dedicate themselves to the instructions of a Srila Prabhupada. So this process is a working, but like when it is not working on, when it is not, the process is not working on us, it means we are committing some offenses, and like we should avoid them. Okay, so dedication. We dedicate this book to our beloved spiritual master and guide, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, who brought the transcendental teachings of the Lord Krishna, including the authorized science of a reincarnation, to the Western world, the authors. So, Hare Krishna wants to take this golden opportunity to read.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I read?
Yes, Sarita Mataji, yes.
Hare Krishna, thank you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki. The search for happiness. Everyone wants to be happy. Some of us seek happiness through our families in natural and healthy living, in successful careers, active social lives, fine gourmet foods, gambling, or through sports and exercise. Other experience happiness in the politics, arts, academia, or in hobbies ranging from mechanics and computer science to drama, philanthropy, welfare work, and literally thousands of other activities that compromise humankind's unending quest for pleasure. Millions of people find their happiness in liquor, mood elevators, tranquilizers, or other drugs. Each day, doctors and scientists discover more about how the human mind and body work. Yet, with abundance of scientific knowledge and space age technology, which vastly outstrips that of all previous generations, are modern people really any happier than their predecessors? The basic problem in our search for happiness is that our sources of pleasure are all limited. What many people consider our most basic and fundamental pleasures, eating and sex, can only occupy a few moments of each day. Our bodies constantly thwart our plan for enjoyment. After all, you can only eat so much before becoming ill. Even sex has its limits. Chant and Be Happy provides information about how we can expand our pleasure beyond our present limitations. It deals with a pleasure principle that operates beyond the bounds of time and space and emanates from the innermost part of our being. This book thoroughly explains how this inner happiness can be experienced immediately by anyone through the mystical power of transcendental sound vibrations. This technique for obtaining unlimited happiness does not this technique for obtaining unlimited happiness does not depend on new products touted by Fleet Street biscuits or Hollywood moguls, but has been successfully practiced by countless people throughout the ages. Chant and Be Happy explains how to use these transcendental sound vibrations to attain the ultimate state of happiness. It's an easy process and it's free. To achieve this unlimited and imperishable happiness, one need only chant and hear what sages of ancient India have for millennia called the great chant for deliverance, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. This simple 16 word Maha Mantra is comprised of sound vibrations powerful enough to awaken the natural happiness within everyone. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, like I request everyone, like when someone is reading, kindly keep your mic mutes, because sometimes some echo will happen and it will interrupt entire class. Okay, so yes, like this is we are reading the preface. Okay, so in preface, like it is stated that the like everyone wants to become happy, and that's why like everyone is working, like why everyone is going to schools and colleges, why everyone is going for the jobs, why everyone like when why like some people marry and why some people don't marry, because they want to become happy. And why like from the everyone has the hobbies, like to go in like for the tracking, or to draw the beautiful pictures, or like to cook. Everyone has a different hobbies, and like even someone likes to eat. Why? Because they will get some happiness. Every We are doing every activity to get some happiness. Okay, but what is the problem? Like we are at a wrong place. Like it's like us, we are going in a hospital and we are asking for the books, or we are going in a bookshop and we are asking for the medicines. Like we are at a wrong like a place, then we won't get the real happiness in this material world. This is just a reflection of the spiritual world, and in a perverted reflection, like we won't get the real happiness. For the real happiness, we should be like connected to something which is the eternal, and we should be connected to something which is the spiritual. So yes, like we can also see like what author is saying here, that the modern man really happier than the than his predecessors. Like we can see like what a beautiful life our our previous person, a previous man's they are having, like we can see like they are having the greenery, they are having the organic foods, like they are having the non pollution free air, water, and pollution free soil. So like everything was good, like even like every like they don't have these deadlines. Okay, you have to do this work today, today afternoon only. Like they don't have to work like asses like us. Like when our Nama Prabhu says that when any saint come at the like at the village, then everyone make the chutti, they take the holiday from their work, and everyone go and hear the lectures of that saint, like serve the saint, and take the instruction from him. So like there is no samna, like you don't have to go to someone and like ask, can you please give me holiday today, like I have to do this work and do that work. So like you are having like independence, you are having the good life, you are having the good food. Like for that, like even we have to go on the weekends, or like we have to go on the holidays where we visit in a hill station, and there also like people are spreading the garbage, like plastic bags and everything. So like they are like they are disturbing, because like places where they are staying, they like they make everything garbage. So now they are going on a hill station, and they are making the garbage. Even like they are planning to go on the Mars, and they are planning to go on the moon, so that there also they can spread some garbage. So this is not the thing. Like we can see that our predecessors, they are more happier than us, because they have the good quality of a life. Okay, so here author again says that the basic problem in our search for the happiness is that our sources of a pleasure that are limited. So we come to the now we have come to the senses. Our nature is also like Satchidananda Vigraha, like we are the part and parcel of a Krishna, and we according to Achinta Bheda Bheda Tattva, like we are in a quality, we are similar to Krishna. So we also we are also eternal, we don't die. But like when we accept like this material body, then we are forced to die, we are forced to get old, we are forced to become diseased, and we are forced to take the birth again and again. Okay, so these are our real problems. And yes, we are the eternal, so we don't like to die. Okay, it is very natural to us, and we are, we are a Sachidananda Vigraha. We are a blissful. We always seek for a happiness. So like then we don't like this dukkha, but this dukkha come why? Because we are like we are entangled in the three modes of a material nature. When we transcend these three modes of a material nature, then our real happiness will come. And yes, like currently we are the eternal, so when we look for, we are a permanent. When we look for some temporary or some limited things for the enjoyment, then we will suffer. For example, like this like author here saying, like everyone like looking for, like we can see currently this is the fact, like from the kinder, even a kinder joined kindergarten, like boys and girls, they having the girlfriends and boyfriends, like uh, why? Because they have to enjoy it. And like what to speak about the schools and colleges. So like even like people get lot of happiness simply by eating and engaging in a sexual activities. So like eating, like but there is a limitation. When you do too much overeating, there will be indigestion, there will be like ulcers, and like there will be lot of problems. You become obese, or like a high cholesterol level, and you become like very fat, or even like you are not able to walk very nicely. So like when in the human body, like in this material body, there is limit for everything. Like even like in sexual activity, we can see that our modern science tell us, like to fully develop this like a semen, it requires the 2 months. And uh, what our like Vedic scripture says, you can have the sexual intercourse only once in a month. So like everything like limited, everything is limited in this human life, and everything is restricted in this material world. And but like what is our, like we like everything unlimited. Okay, but our problem is that we are entrapped in this body, and so that we cannot enjoy fully. So yes, like our body is constantly making the plans for enjoyment, and that too for like we are in a illusion, we are making plans for this material enjoyment. But the fact is that like we cannot become happy by doing any unlimited number of this sense gratification. So yes, like even like if we try to engage too much in eating and in the sexual activities, you will become old, and like and like a body will not support, because like this body is not made to handle all of these things. But like when we come to the transcendental platform, like we are searching for the happiness in material world, but we never become happy in this material world. So now we have to go to the transcendental world. So when we when we speak about the spirituality, like one thing come in our mind, that we have to do the mantra meditation, we have to chant the holy name. When we chant the holy name, we get connected with the supreme Lord Krishna, through the sound incarnation. And like a purification start, and like we can get the real happiness, the permanent happiness, and the inner happiness. Okay. And yes, then like and like is it experimental? Yes, we in starting, also in introduction, we can see like yes, it is a experimental, and the results are so good. Like a Prabhupada experimental this knowledge in the American people who are known as a hippies. They are too much engaged with the with the liquor, drugs, too much entangled with this illicit sexual activities. They are doing all the abnormal things, but simply by hearing the Hare Krishna mantra, simply by accepting the prasadam from the pure devotee, they like they from the hippies, they become happy. Then like why won't we take the benefit? But what is the problem with us? We are committing some offenses, so we have to reduce these offenses. Okay. And when we like chant this holy name with that without offenses, with the like utmost attention, with the full concentration, like every word from the 16 like every word from the 16 words I will hear very carefully. Like you have to make like a one beat mission, like let me chant very nicely on this one beat. So in this way you can like finish your entire mala. So by chanting the holy name, purification will be happen, and when the purification will happen, like we will like we can taste the spiritual life. So today we will read yes, Sharmila Mataji, can you read from
Yes,
the in
Mataji. Okay.
recent
Hare
years.
Krishna, all glories.
No, from the to achieve the unlimited.
Okay.
So today we will read for the 5 minutes. So we will be finished the preface, and tomorrow I will summarize it. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yes,
Okay,
Mataji.
all glories to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. To achieve this unlimited and imperishable happiness, one need only chant and hear what sages of ancient India have for millennia called the great chant for deliverance, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. This simple 16-word mantra is comprised of sound vibrations powerful enough to awaken the natural happiness within everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In recent years, millions have learned how to chant the Hare Krishna mantra and experience this true spiritual happiness. It is the most popular mantra in India, the homeland of meditation, and differs from other systems in two ways. First, the complete mantra is chanted, not just a fragment of a mantra. And second, the mantra is chanted aloud, not silently. A brief introduction by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the founder and spiritual master of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, explains the exact nature and meaning of the mantra. Chapter 1, an exclusive interview with the late George Harrison, reveals how the Hare Krishna mantra played a leading role in his life over the years. George explains that although he had achieved riches and fame beyond what most people could ever hope for, he found that there was nothing higher than the happiness he experienced from chanting Hare Krishna. George discusses his confidence in the mantra's power over death, explains how much of his musical career was influenced by and intimately connected with the Hare Krishna mantra, and describes the knowledge, bliss, and spiritual intelligence that comes from chanting. In chapter 2, Srila Prabhupada speaks with John Lennon, Yoko Ono, and George Harrison at John's estate in Tittenhurst Park, discussing the potency of the Hare Krishna mantra as a path to peace and liberation. Chapter 3 is a fascinating account of how Srila Prabhupada brought the chanting of Hare Krishna from India to the Western world in the midst of countercultural turmoil of the 60s and convinced the delusioned hippies of the New York's Greenwich Village and San Francisco's Haight Ashbury that this mantra, not psychedelic drugs and anti war protests, would make them happy. The history of chanting and meditating for higher consciousness is discussed in chapter 4. The next chapter delineates the life and teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the 16th century saint, mystic, and incarnation of Lord Krishna, who popularized the timeless practice of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Chapter 6, a narration taken from one of India's most important historical and philosophical literatures, the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, reveals how by simply hearing the chanting of Hare Krishna from a genuine spiritual master, anyone's character can be freed from all unwanted qualities. The next chapter forms a treatise on self realization, mantras, religion, and the power of the mind in meditation, compiled from the teachings presented in Srila Prabhupada's books. Chapter 8 explains the wide ranging effects and personal benefits one can expect from chanting Hare Krishna. The final chapter gives practical step by step instructions for chanting, which is followed will open the door to ultimate happiness. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So yes, today we will cover. Today we have covered the preface. To for the remaining half preface today. Tomorrow we will start with this summarizing this. Okay, and then we will move towards the introduction. It will be introduction will be 4 or 5 pages. That tomorrow we will try to cover it. Okay. So this is very wonderful books because we know the basic is the chanting, but we are not chanting very nicely. So we will try. Even we can take the special sessions like how we have to chant. Okay, in what mood we have to chant. Okay, so today we will end here. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. You can invite your friends for this book. Like I think this book is little bigger, like around the 130, 140 pages. Like it will go, like even if we try to go on the faster pace, it will take us like a 30 or 25 days. So you can invite your friends also, because this is very important. This is the basics of our spiritual life. Okay, and simply by hearing from the Prabhupada, like, and this all are like every word is taking from the Prabhupada's teaching. Simply by hearing and simply by applying, we can advance in our spiritual life. We have experience like of how the nectar of instruction, and from the Isha Upanishad, how many new things we have read. Like even like if we have did our bhakti shastra, then also like to this much scrutinizingly we haven't read the books. So actually this is our first round. That's why we are giving the lots, like we are trying to give lot of explanation. But like like after finishing all these 30 books, then we are again going to come from the first book. But at that time, like we will simply read, and we simply take out one or two instruction. There will be no explanation. So like you can invite your friends also for this reading session. So Hare Krishna everyone, happy Krishna conscious day. But from the today's teaching, what we have to what we have learned, that like we have to serve Krishna from our words, from our deeds, and by chanting his holy names and glorifying him. So whenever you get the 1 or 2 minute time, that time you can chant the Hare Krishna mantra, and you can serve the Krishna. So Hare Krishna everyone, happy Krishna conscious day. Thank you for joining.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Mataji, Sadhu
Mataji,
Mataji.
Pranam.
Thank you
Hare
so
Krishna
much.
everyone,
Pranam.
Sadhu
Hare
Pranam. Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna
Happy Krishna conscious day to
Pranams.
everybody. Hare
Hari
Krishna.
Bol, Hari Bol.